Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Uche. Let's talk about the narcissist parent. The first thing you have to realize about the narcissist is everything is all about image to them, everything is all about them. The narcissist believes that they are the center of the universe and everything, everyone revolves around them and every single thing is about them. So it's all about their image, it's always about them. So when a narcissist becomes a parent, they bring that same mentality to the family dynamic as well. The narcissist parent tends to have three sets of children, sometimes literally three children. Have one, the golden child. Sometimes they have two golden children. Sometimes these are different genders, male and female, and they both occupy different spaces as to why the narcissistic parent deems them worthy enough to be the golden child or golden children. And then you have the neutral child or neutral children. This is usually in a family unit with so many children, most of the kids will fall within the neutral children. And then you have the scapegoat child. Oftentimes it's one child or sometimes two children. And usually when it's two children, it's usually male and female. But oftentimes it's just one child. The logic behind the golden child is the golden child is the golden child because this is the child that makes the parent shine the most, okay? It's not about the child themselves, okay? The parent doesn't care about the child. It's more so because the child has qualities that makes the parent look bright. So for example, if the mother in the relationship in the family unit is the narcissist and the daughter is the golden child, this is oftentimes the daughter that has qualities that the mother wishes that she had for herself. So she's living vicariously through that one daughter. Let's say that daughter's pretty, she's very smart, she's light skinned, or she's not too much of a challenge to the mother. That mother will make that daughter the golden child. Oftentimes, though, narcissistic mothers tend to make their golden children their sons, typically their first sons. And this has a lot to do with patriarchy. You see, a narcissistic mother is someone who has a lot of fire within her. Even though she probably wears the pants in most of her relationships, she will always have that limitation because she's a woman, okay? Even though she runs the family, she runs everything, but she will always have that limitation because she's a woman. But when the narcissist mother has a son, and the son is someone who is very assertive, looks the part of masculinity, however, is not too much of a challenge for her. She's able to hide underneath him. So she's still the one running him. She's running him, telling him what to do. Usually in family relationships, like family, whether it's a nuclear family or extended family, she is still the one running the situation, but she's doing it underneath the sun. So it doesn't look like she's the one that's doing it. But if you know that it's mom. Mom is the one who's doing all this stuff. But the son appears to be the dominant force. And because he looks the part, he has the power, he has the masculinity, and he'll be able to effortlessly command respect. But the brains behind it is the mother. This is why a lot of narcissistic mothers tend to have their golden children as their sons, usually their first sons, or the first son that is the most assertive. And then you have the scapegoat child. The scapegoat child is the child that does the complete opposite. As in, is the one that makes the narcissistic parent shine the least. Let's say this is one that is darker skinned, the one that is quote unquote unattractive or looks much like the other parent. Let's say, the narcissistic mother, the child looks like the father, or as a narcissistic father, the child looks more like the mother, the ex or something like that. The child is not very bright in school. The child has some type of disability, something that will be a dig and ding to that narcissistic parent's image. And then you have, lastly but not the least, the neutral children. The neutral children are the ones that they don't get too much love, they don't get too much hate either. They're just there. They're sort of like in the Goldilocks zone, the habitable zone. They get enough love from mom and dad, or at least the narcissistic parent, for them to stay afloat, but they also don't get too much hate for them to starve out. So to reiterate, in a narcissistic relationship, it's all about the narcissist. It's always about the narcissist and will always be about the narcissist. The narcissist believes that they are the center of the universe and everything revolves around them. Image is everything. The narcissist will only have a relationship with you because there's something to gain from you. There's something to gain from you for their image. And narcissistic parents oftentimes has three sets of children. The golden child or golden children, oftentimes one child or two children. These are the children that make the narcissistic parent shine the most. And then this neutral children, these are the children that don't get too much hate, don't get too much love. They're just there in the habitable zone. And then the scapegoat children. These are the children or the child that makes the narcissistic parent shine the least. They have the qualities that they find unattractive. Let me know what you guys think. Uche, peace and love.